Do you know why the very first murder in human history eventually turned into a marriage that sounds like an older brother marrying his own sister? That story is Cain and Abel. According to the Bible, when Cain, driven by jealousy, lured his younger brother Abel into the field and killed him with his own hands, Abel's blood spilled onto the ground, and God himself confronted Cain and questioned him. But in the end, God did not execute him on the spot. Instead, he put a mark on Cain so that no one could kill him at will. Then he drove him away from his home, sending him to wander in a place called Nod. And there, scripture records it almost casually, Cain slept with his wife. She gave birth to a son named Enoch, and Cain later built a city around that child. Think about that. Someone who fled with blood on his hands became one of the earliest builders of human civilization. At that point in history, humanity began with only one original couple, Adam and Eve, along with their earliest children. In other words, Cain's wife could only have come from that same family line. Genesis 5 slips in a crucial detail. Adam didn't have only Cain and Abel. Over his long lifetime, he kept having sons and daughters, descendants spreading out like branches from a single root. Human history started by expanding outward from one source. The whole world, in a sense, was one growing family tree. Back then, there was no law forbidding close-kin marriage, and human bloodlines had not yet been damaged by sin and time the way they are today. If humanity was going to truly be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth, marriages between brothers and sisters weren't just imaginable, they were realistically unavoidable. So Cain's wife was most likely one of his sisters, which means this: a brother who murdered his own brother was, under God's allowance, able to take his own sister as a wife, have children, and even build a city, starting another branch of humanity through his line. But the point of this story isn't only the shock of brother marrying sister, it's this: God never treats sin as something small, and yet he still leaves a way for sinners to live. Time, breath, and even future generations. Judgment is real, and mercy is just as real. So real that it often collides with our sense of fairness. How much do you know about Cain and Abel's story? Drop your thoughts in the comments and share this video so more people who love digging into Bible stories can think together about God's justice and his mercy.